Good morning, world. Whenever a community is impacted by suicide, the next question usually is, what could I do? What could any person do? What could the everyday individual do that could make a difference, that could help prevent suicides? And that's why today we're talking about 5 easy, simple steps, simple things that every person can do that could one day be the difference maker for somebody. First is to practice kindness all the time. People often talk about how you never really know what a person is going through until something tragic happened and you find out that they had been experiencing these struggles. You never really know. Just by looking at a person, you can't tell that they're struggling. So don't be the person to add one more piece of baggage to their already oversized load. The other part of it is that you also never know when you will get to be that last person, that last step, that last opportunity for hope that a person gets. You may be that last encounter that is the difference maker for a person. That last person who gave them enough hope that they said, you know what, maybe I'll stick around one more day. So because of that, just for that, because of that one person that you could possibly one day help and never even know that you did, because of that one person, it is important that we always practice kindness, because one day your kindness could be the difference maker for someone. 2, take time to learn about suicide, including learning about warning signs as well as resources, because if you are ever faced with that situation, you want to already be equipped. You want to know what to look for. You want to understand, to know what the warning signs are. So if you are ever faced with the warning signs, you would know what they are. And of course, if you ever notice the warning signs, because you've taken the time to learn where and how to access resources, you will know what it is that you need to do to access resources to help that person get to a safe place. 3, be open to offering as well as asking for help. More often than not, the person's not just going to come right out and say, hey, help me. It's going to be you who noticed that something is going on, something that clicked, that made you think, hey, maybe this person is struggling. Maybe I should reach out. And when you do reach out, sometimes their need may be greater than your skill set. Their need may be more than you can handle. So you also, in addition to being willing to offer help, you have to be willing to ask for help, so that if it is more than you can handle, and usually suicide, if someone is contemplating suicide, it probably will be more than you can handle. Be willing to ask for that help. 4, be there, and be supportive. By the time a person gets to that stage where they are contemplating such a final act, they're overwhelmed, they're going through it, and they need the support of friends, they need the support of family, they need the support of anyone and everyone who can be there, who can support them. So it's important that especially if it's someone in your life, in your everyday life, make sure you are supportive. Make sure that if you believe, if you just have an inkling that someone is struggling with issues, be there and be supportive. Be supportive so that they know that there is a community, there are people, there are friends, there are family members, there are random people who are there and care about them and are willing to support them and be and stick with them as they go through whatever it is that they need to go through to help them resolve the issue that's putting them in this state. Finally, never, ever, under any circumstance, no matter what the situation, do not ever disregard, dismiss, belittle, criticize, joke about, or in any way, shape, or form disparage a threat of suicide. Did I mention never? Absolutely never. Any threat of suicide should be taken seriously, because sometimes somebody might even say it in a joking manner, but that's kind of their way of reaching out. And if someone trusts you enough to reach out, to be the one that they share this with, don't be the one that puts them back in the box, that make them reconsider having shared that. Because if the person trusts you enough to share it, that means that they're at that stage, they believe that strongly in you, and you need to believe in them. You need to be there. You need to be that support. So do not ever, under any circumstance, do anything to disparage a threat of suicide. Quick recap. 1, practice kindness all the time, because one day you very well may be that last opportunity for hope for somebody. 2, take time to learn about suicide, including warning signs as well as resources. 3, be open to offering as well as asking for help, because people will not ask you. People may not always ask you. And when you are engaged and you are in the situation and it's more than you can handle, you need to be able to ask for help to get that person the help they need. Be there, and be supportive. If you know someone in your life is struggling, if you think someone in your life is struggling, be the support that they need. Finally, never, ever, ever disregard, dismiss, criticize, joke about, or in any way, shape, or form disparage a threat of suicide. Every threat should be taken seriously. And of course, make sure that if you or someone you know is struggling, please reach out for help. There's always the lifeline, which is 800-273-TALK, 800-273-8255. There's 211, which you can dial from any phone, I believe, in the United States. If you know somebody who needs help, please reach out and get help. And of course, there's always all these other professionals everywhere that are able and willing to help. And that's all we have for today. Good morning, world. Have an awesome day.